Guys, so today I'm going to be talking about a few things actually, because I'm going to be wearing the same thing in my next two videos, but you don't care. So first we're going to be talking about American Horror Story, and the second episode recently aired, and I'm here to talk about it. So far I've been okay with the weekly recaps. Let's see if I can really continue with this, because I don't know, we'll see. Next week's might be late because I'll be moving that next weekend, so I don't know. So this episode went more in depth for pretty much all the stories. It's called Boy Parts, appropriately named. And so we'll talk about why it's named Boy Parts first. So we see Zoe's character and Emma Roberts' character. We see a little bit more of them in this episode. And so Emma Roberts says, "I'm gonna make it up to you. I feel really bad for what happened. Let's go to the morgue." And so her and Zoe go to the morgue, and surrounding them are just body parts. And they're just tables of body parts from the boys that were killed in the bus flip thing. If you saw my last review, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you just saw the episode, you'll obviously know what I'm talking about. So the bus flip, you see all the body parts for all the guys that were killed, and Zoe's really, really disturbed by this. She's really grossed out, and then she's like, "I see a bunch of potential in this room, so let's build the perfect man, and we'll just use so-and-so's head," which is Zoe's, like, boy guy that she was interested in at the party. I don't know. So that's what they do. They have a spell for resurrection, and they decide to resurrect the boy that Zoe likes, and it kind of works in a way. You find out soon that it's dark magic. It's obviously not good magic because it kind of summons the devil, but it also kind of summons the woman with the power of resurgence, which we also see more of her character, so let's go into that. Her character, I loved her character so much in this episode. I cannot wait to see more of her because she has this weird obsession with Stevie Nicks, and she claims that Stevie Nicks is a witch, and I love Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac is one of my oldies, one of my favorite bands from growing up. My parents would always listen to Fleetwood Mac, so I love them, and so I was like singing along in the show with the songs, but I had no idea it was actually part of the plot. I was just like, wow, this is really good song selection for the show right now, but it was actually part of the plot because the woman with the power of resurgence believes that Stevie Nicks is a witch. Maybe she is, I don't know. So she always listens to Fleetwood Mac, and I loved it. I really, really enjoy her character so far. The actress that plays her was amazing in the second and first season for that matter, and she's amazing in this one, so I'm really excited to see where her character goes. So I'm not sure if she is a dark witch or if she's like a good witch, because the power of resurgence, I don't know if that would be considered a good witch type of trait, because she may work for the devil. Then we see more of Kathy Bates' character, and I actually hate her character. I love Kathy Bates, and Kathy Bates does a great job in playing that character. She's completely believable. I just don't like her character at all. I mean, she's not meant to be liked or anything. She's not supposed to be likable, but I just can't stand her, and even her storyline isn't really going anywhere with me, for me anyway. It's not very interesting. You do find out that she's immortal, which is a curse, that the voodoo queen had killed her family and now has made her immortal so she can suffer with that forever. So yeah, I guess her goal is to die because she wants Jessica Lange's character to help her die, I think, because she's a witch. On that note, you also see more of the voodoo queen, which is exciting. I don't know how into that story I'm going to be because, I don't know, it just doesn't interest me as much as, let's say, the Power of Resurgence woman or Zoe's character. Those two storylines have to be my favorite. But the Voodoo Queen story is pretty cool. I mean, obviously these stories are all intertwined, and they're all, you know, they all involve each other, but I like all the little side stories to it. So the Voodoo Queen, we see more of her. She has like a barber shop, a hair shop, I don't know. And so her and Jessica Lange like talk and while she's getting her hair done. But yeah, so excuse me. I don't know about her character. I don't know if I find it all that interesting. As I said, I prefer the other woman's character and Zoe's. Overall, I'd say I prefer Zoe's character the most, and so far it's my favorite storyline, which is probably gonna be pretty conflicting to everybody else's opinion. I think a lot of people are really gonna like the Voodoo Queen story, maybe even Kathy Bates' story, but even though those two are related. But yeah, and you know, at one point Jessica Lange said, sorry I don't know the names of the actual characters except for Zoe, that's the only one I know. I apologize. But yeah, so her character said to the Voodoo Queen, well, I have something that you want. And so she wasn't having any of that, but we'll see where that goes because I have a feeling she's going to kind of offer up Kathy Bates as bait. That'd be ironic, but yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. So overall, the season still hasn't disappointed at all. I've loved every single minute of it, and I just cannot wait to see more. It's such an amazing series, and never fails to disappoint me. Although the first season I really wasn't a fan, but I mean it was okay, but it wasn't like amazing like the second one. And the third one's proving to be pretty good. I really like where it's going and how it's combining the history with it, with the storyline. I think that's really creative, and I think it's going in a great direction right now. So let me know what you think about it, about the second episode, if you think it kept your interest, if you're looking forward to it, or if you're more disappointed by it maybe. Just let me know your thoughts on this episode and the characters and the storylines, if you like where all of them are going, or if you don't like any of them, or one or two like I do. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to watch next week's episode because another recap will be following that. And let me know what other kind of things you want me to talk about in these recaps about American Horror Story. I don't really know what to really go into. I don't want to make it a whole plot description, but I kind of have to because that's what a recap is. And I'm not gonna, I don't know, I review it to an extent. I just say if I like it or not. But I don't know, you tell me what you would suggest with these recaps and what you think would be better in these videos since you're the ones watching them. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will talk to you soon. Bye.